thank you for all being here tonight. My name is Caroline. I've been with Engineers Without Borders in Sweden for about 2 years. It's great to see so many people in the meeting. We have this week our Sustainable Engineering Week, where we try to engage our members, upcoming members, and people who want to actually join our community here in Sweden. So today we will have a brief introduction about our work. So I think I will start just telling a little bit about us. So we're a volunteer-based organization. We have about 450 volunteers engaged in various projects and in our local chapters. And we work with sustainable projects with a sustainable focus around different continents in the world. Here's a little bit about our values. Of course, I'm not an engineer myself, but many people engaged in organizations are, of course, engineers. And that comes with curiosity, innovation, and we also want to learn more about how we can actually make better impact all the time. Equality is really in the core of our organization. We work a lot to integrate women in our work and also inspire to equality, obviously. And inclusivity, we have people from all over the world joining our organization, even if we are a Swedish organization. And then sustainability. We try to make long-term sustainable projects, basically. And we try in everything we do, we are addressing the sustainable development goals in various ways. Those you see here is those we focus mostly on and which align with our projects. And we believe that it's important that organizations, governments all over the world work in an aligned way to actually fulfill those goals. Here you can see a little bit about our organizations. On the top we have our board, where we have various ages, which is interesting to work together with. Then there is me with my secretariat, who is of today, it is Karin, who is our head of communications, and Susanne, who is our head of international projects. And we work both in a national in Sweden and also with international projects. We have about 8 local groups in Sweden, and they are all in a group leader committee. And there are the local groups in various ways work with Inspire Youth, the reflective engineer, and then we have engineer to engineer, and then the international projects. We are, of course, then also a members organization, and we have about 700 members throughout the country. So we work with Inspire Youth in some local chapters. They work with helping young students with homeworks. That's also a good way to inspire people in high school to actually want to become an engineer. We see a great need for more engineers around the globe. Also, we try to do activities and seminars, and sometimes we have contacts with high schools to actually show role models and women telling how they became an engineer and so on. And we have Open Hack, where we've been doing hackathons. We were part of doing the Hack the Crisis during the pandemic. And in different areas, we try to arrange hackathons to solve problems, basically. And then we have Engineer to Engineer. And that is how we try to integrate and inspire and create mentor programs and activities to engage foreign engineers coming to Sweden into the Swedish labor market and the businesses here, and to try to make points of contact with the Swedish business life. And we have the reflective engineer. As we work with engineering for humanity, it's interesting to actually elaborate a bit around the reflections about sustainable innovations, sustainable engineering. And so there we have forums where we try to work with the development of humanitarian engineering, basically. Here you can see a bit where we have our local groups. In some places we have professional groups, that is people in working life who wants to volunteer in different international projects. And also we have local groups in the largest technical university cities.
Yes. I take over.
Thank you. Yes, perfect. Thank you.
So yes, the international projects, the heart of our business, isn't it? And we try to focus on different areas, of course. So throughout where we have been for the last 15 years, we started off with the WASH projects, that's water and sanitation and hygiene projects. As you know, many countries, water is scarce, so we try to help them to build water harvesting tanks and pipes, and also to clean the water so they can use it. So all these three are our main core of projects abroad. We have the construction, how to construct, for example, the water harvesting tank, but we also build schools. We have several projects where we build schools, and then we have to have knowledge about the building techniques in different areas. We will talk a little bit about a specific project, or Caroline will do that, where we also do the bricks in a novel way. We have a digitalization group where we try to help schools and students to be better in the communication, or the web communication and internet, and also to use computers. We have one area of sustainable food that has mostly been solar cooking, but now we are trying to introduce areas like helping the agriculture to be more efficient. And the last one is energy and waste. And of course, energy is to how to make sustainable energy, and that could be by solar panels, of course. But we also have a lot about how to reuse waste in a good way to, for example, produce biogas. These groups are what we call competence groups, and are a lot of people involved in those. Most of them are professionals, and they normally work in the area where they're engaging in each group. And we also work in different areas. Mostly we work in Eastern Africa, but also in Nepal, Bangladesh, and in Chile right now. And we hope to develop more partners in different areas. Local partners. It's very interesting to see how we can become partners with a local NGO, for example. And we get a lot of questions from abroad, from different areas, where they ask us to help them out. And we always look at what partners are the right partners for us. For example, they are not only asking for money, because then we are not interested. We want to help out technically. We want them to have shared goals with us, mission and values, technical support, as I said. We also look at how proactive they are in their environmental activities, and if they have ethical principles. We have a partnership assessment to have a look. We do assess the partners to see that they have a good organizational structure and good financial structure. And also, we do want them to have safe and sound surroundings for our volunteers when going to our different partners.
Thank you, Susanne. So in Build Up Nepal, there was a big earthquake in 2015, and there was an organization called Build Up Nepal that started after the earthquake to work there. And we have been working together with Build Up Nepal since 2016. So what we do is that we try to build affordable and safe and eco-friendly bricks that they can use to actually build up their housing and schools, hospitals after the earthquake. And last year in 2023, there was another very severe earthquake. So we've been working actually to help them to construct and improve the earth brick machines. And the earth bricks are developed so it's easier for the local community to actually create them themselves. They are lighter, so women can also participate in the work, and they has proven to stand very firm in earthquakes. And this project has now reached also support from the government. The method will be used to actually rebuild many houses throughout the country with the help of our technique and in the collaboration together with Build Up Nepal. I don't know, Susanne, if you want to add something more about it.
Maybe that we also have been together with Build Up Nepal to develop the bricks and how much concrete, how much of the material you have locally that are introduced into those bricks. And it's an ongoing work to optimize the bricks. And this is also something that we try to go to other countries as well, to see if we can do the same thing in, for example, Eastern Africa, to develop a better industry for building material, more sustainable building material. The Mavuna project, that's my partner. That's my partner. No, I was joking. When I started EWB, I was the partner coordinator for Mavuna. And now I'm employed as the leader of the national projects, but I maintain my partnership with Mavuna. We have done a lot of projects together throughout the years. We started off in 2010 or 14 or something. And I think we've built 60 water tanks or something like that by the time now. Water tanks like this, you can see in the picture. We have also built pipes for water, and they have a community, the Mavuna project. So all the farmers in the area are included in the Mavuna project. And they have decided together that they want to have a better living standard. This area is very dry. It's in the northwest of Tanzania. It's high up, and the water is very scarce. So you can see directly when we build these tanks that they are really making an impact on the population in the area. For the time being, we are building water tanks and also what we call eco-sand toilets. Toilets without water, where you use the dung to produce biogas or to use in the fields, if possible. You have cultural difficulties sometimes that they don't want to use human dung to put on the fields. We have built about 30 of them now, and we are going on with the next 20 in this year. Takes some time. In this project, we have also trained people from the area to build these tanks and these toilets. So the young people there have been employed in our different projects, and that's very good. We also have a totally new school. We are going to build it. Here it is, extension of school for girls in Kagera. They do have a school there already, but to be able to go to university, you need the 2 last years in a school somewhere near. So when finished, hopefully this year, this school will give the opportunity for the girls to go on with their education so they can go to university afterwards. This school is a very big school, and we have been working with it since 2018. And it also takes some time to apply for money to build the school, because that we have to do as well. I know that the government in Kagera have been helping out with some money, but normally we will have to try to find money or funding ourselves. We work together with EWB Germany in this case, so we sort of try to divide the responsibility of applying for money.
Here's a little bit about how we are funded. Of course, we need funds in order to implement our project. We have what you call in Swedish a 90-konto, 90 account, which is sort of a certificate that the money is going where it's supposed to go. Transparency around this, and the small way of funding is membership fees, and the largest part is our corporate partners who support our work, and we collaborate closely with them, and it's also a way of using their knowledge they have in-house. that contributes to our projects, but also it's a way of engaging engineers in our work. And we work with individual donations, and for some projects we also look actively for funding through foundations. Where do our donations go? So it's mainly towards activities and of course our international project. We have about 24% that goes to administration, management, and other overhead costs, web pages, the different platforms, etc. Here you can see a little bit about our corporate partners. We have Sandvik, who is our main partner and very important and dear to us. And then we have different levels. We have gold, bronze, and silver partnerships. And then we have corporate supporters, the ones on the bottom of this page. We're grateful to their support. We also try to work with other relevant organizations, such as, for instance, Women Year Day, Engineering Day, with innovation through, for instance, Ny Teknik. And this is also a way to actually have an impact when addressing the issue of sustainability and engineering in general, innovation, and inspire people to bear this in mind all the time. Just to give you a picture of what sort of activities we have. So this week we have the Sustainable Engineering Week. Normally we do twice a year. We do occasions with the information meetings, such as we have now. Try to do activities around World Engineering Day, 4th of March this year. We have an annual meeting coming up, the 26th of April. We will have a physical meeting where members are more than welcome to come and join us. We will have inspirational lectures, and it's a good way of meeting representatives from the different local chapters here in Stockholm, if you're interested. We have a missing mapathon coming up in May. This we normally do also twice a year. We are normally about 50 to 100 people participating in those events. And it's during 1.5 hours. We work in an open source platform mapping rural areas or disaster zones, which is a great tool for organizations that come in with crisis response in difficult times, to actually locate schools, fire stations, hospitals, roads, houses, etc. We have a great collaboration with Engineering Day here in Sweden. They have events in Malmö and Gothenburg and in Stockholm during the year. And we participate in those occasions, and it's a good opportunity for our members to come and listen to their masterclasses and other interesting lectures. We also participate a lot in student fairs and public other events. This year in August we have Frihamnsdagarna, which is a democratic forum in Gothenburg. It's a good way of building networks and also to talk about the importance of the sustainable development goals and innovation and the need of everyone to actually engage in what's coming with the climate change. And then every month we produce and distribute a monthly newsletter where we highlight travel stories, project details. We call for volunteer positions where everyone can apply for those competences we need at the time. And we try to talk about relevant things within engineering and of course sustainability again. And it's a good way to keep up with our work. So if you're interested, you can sign up on this on our webpage. Yeah. This is again the Sustainable Engineering Week, which we normally hold in February then. And we now have changed the format quite a bit. Before it's been more physical events, and this year we are trying to create more participation through doing it in a digital format, and also that we have the opportunity to bring people from all over Sweden to participate. This is just to give you a little glimpse into, we do different campaigns. This is one of our recent campaigns we had for summer, that water is life, and we were focusing on then 3 of our WASH projects projects in Valparaiso in Chile, in Gualdili village in Bangladesh, and in Tumaini in Tanzania. In conjunction to this, we also did a high-level seminar with the Stockholm University, the European Commission, and with also GRULAC, who is the UN, their working group for Latin America and the Caribbean. And of course, you should all follow us on social media. We try to engage our members and stakeholders and students and local chapters through our profiles in social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and then also we have about our newsletter, which is important. Here you see different ways on how you can engage in EWB in Sweden. Of course, on our webpage, you can become a member. It's a very good way of engaging and also a possibility then to join our activities. But we are happy to any form of partnership if you feel like you want to commit somehow, either you sign up through the webpage or you contact us if you have any specific interests. And of course, please engineer with us for a change and for a sustainable, equal and inclusive future. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. I think the time is up. So if you have further questions, just don't hesitate to get in contact with us and either me or Caroline or Susanne, and also join the coming webinars this week, and welcome back. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining.